Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Wise-Poullard, and you're listening to Behind the Smile. Before we begin, I want to ask you a simple question. How are you? Really? Not the answer you give your coworkers, not the answer you post on social media, and not the answer you tell your family because you don't want them to worry. But how are you deep down? Because the truth is, so many of us are carrying more than we let the world see. We smile while our hearts are breaking. Welcome to Behind the Smile, because behind every smile, there's a survivor. And behind every survivor, there's a story worth telling. Behind every smile, there's a story. Behind every story, there's a struggle. And behind every struggle, there is hope. Welcome to Behind the Smile. I'm your host, Dr. Wise-Poullard. Today, I'm inviting you into a conversation that belongs to all of us. It does not matter whether you're a veteran or a civilian, a parent or student, a leader, or someone who is simply trying to make it through the day. At some point in life, every one of us has learned how to hide something. Today's episode is called We Wear Masks. Before we begin, I want to share something from my heart. It is called Yesterday, I Cried. Yesterday, I cried. Not because I was weak, not because I had given up. I cried because my soul had grown weary from carrying what my smile refused to reveal. For years, I wore a mask of strength, a mask of success, a mask that told the world I'm okay. But behind that mask lived grief, trauma, questions with no answers, and wounds no one could see. Yesterday, I cried, not because my life was falling apart, but because I finally felt my life coming back. It was not just an ordinary cry. It was a soulful cry, a cry that came from the deepest place of my heart, the place trauma had silenced, grief had buried, and the fear had hidden. It was a kind of cry that doesn't break you. It begins to heal you. With every tear, another layer of the mask fell away. The mask wasn't protecting me anymore. It was preventing me from being seen. Yesterday, I stopped pretending that healing meant never hurting. I chose truth over pretending. I chose honesty over perfection. I chose healing over hiding. As my tears fell, so did my mask. And beneath it, I didn't find a broken woman. I found a healed woman in progress. A woman discovering that scars are not signs of defeat. They are evidence that healing is possible. If my story gives one person permission to remove their own mask, if one veteran, one survivor, one mother, one father, one daughter, one sister, one brother realize they no longer have to suffer in silence, then every tear was worth it. Because yesterday I cried, and today I'm speaking. Welcome to Behind the Smile. That poem wasn't just something I read. It was something I lived. Yesterday I cried a soulful cry, not because I was weak, but because I could feel my life beginning to unmask. For years, I wore a smile while carrying pain that few people ever saw. I learned how to function, how to lead, how to serve, and how to survive. But surviving isn't the same as healing. That's what we wear a mask is about. It's about the stories we hide, the pain we carry, and the courage it takes to finally tell the truth. Today, you're going to hear from someone whose journey reminds us that behind every smile is a story. My hope is that through this conversation, someone listening today realize they are not alone. It is my honor to welcome today's guest, Olivia White. Olivia is a U.S. Army veteran who served in 2 separate war campaigns. Beyond her military service, she has become someone I deeply respect, not only because of her strength and resilience, but because she is also my bee mentor. She has helped me begin my own beekeeping journey, and through that, she reminded me that healing often happens in unexpected places. Olivia, thank you for being here and for trusting me and our listeners with your story. Olivia, before we talk about the experiences that shaped you, I would like to start here. Who is Olivia White beyond the uniform? Tell us about the little girl who grew up in Florida and the journey that eventually led you to serve our great country.
Hi, I'm Olivia. My story begins in Florida, where I spent my early years imagining a future larger than the world around me. I didn't yet know where life would lead, that I wanted to learn, explore, and make a difference.
Okay. Olivia, after returning home, what would you say was one of your darkest moments?
No, my darkest moment was the feeling of isolation and despair. My life was the military mission, and when I got one of these, it was game over. The military said you're no longer able to deploy, so we're med-boarding you. I made it all through several IEDs, daily order attack, not knowing whether I was going to make it daily, make it home. And then I came home and was ready, to do it all over again. And the military said you're no longer deployable because you're longer. That was the hardest thing for me. My life, I had given my life for the military. It was also hard for my children. They had to make sacrifices also. So that it ate me up. It ate me up inside. It crushed me physically, mentally, emotionally. You give your life to something, and then you're no longer any good.
And I could relate to that.
I had no job.
Mm-hmm.
I was broken with PTSD, anxiety, depression. My world went crashing again.
And it's like you get mad bored, and they tell you have to go, and your life is built around the military.
Yes.
And once they tell you you have to go, you're like, what am I going to do? I was like, what am I going to do? I was afraid, struggling with PTSD, struggling with other kind of medical issues and anxiety, depression. I was really afraid, because I knew I was coming back home to my daughter and my husband. But I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to survive, because I had been in that structure and violence for so long. And it was a security blanket, and it was taken away from me because they said you can no longer serve in the military with PTSD.
And it's a whammy. It sucks the life out of you.
Yes. Because when you decide to join the military to serve your great country, you never think about that. You never think about it. You are so proud and happy, serving your country. And then one day they tell you you're unfit.
Everything that I did up until that point, it's like it didn't matter. And that was the gut-wrenching.
But what would you say? What helped you start your healing journey? Because we all know once we get out the military, we're back home. We're back with our family. How do we get that healing going? Because it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. What helped you start that journey to healing?
My healing journey began with my courage to ask for help, accepting support from the VA, counseling, therapy, working on myself, rediscovering me. I had to relearn that my military career didn't define me. And my injuries and mental issues, they don't define me. I had to heal from it. I had to find the courage, and most importantly, I had to do the work. I had to do the work, and it was the hardest work imaginable. I had to relive everything, go through it all again in therapy. But this time, I had hope to make sense of it all. Once I began finding a sense of purpose, then I started looking for more. I needed things to fill me, to lift me up instead of keeping me down where I was. And from there, I found my peace.
But do you think that once you return from war, once you come home from the military, that you're a different person and you need to find yourself?
Absolutely.
You need to find yourself?
Absolutely. I know I'm not the person I was before I went to war. And I know that I am not the person I was after coming back. It's part of my healing. And I look forward to, the future, continue, because this is a lifetime thing. But
How did Hero for
Hives for Heroes.
Hives for Heroes become a part of your healing journey?
Hives for Heroes, working with the bees, gave me a whole new sense of purpose in my community. I found myself lost. While I was healing, I didn't have a purpose. And with the military, we had so much purpose. Our mission, we were mission driven to do what we needed to do. And I felt like I lacked that in my healing process. So I am a huge advocate for eating healthy and being healthy. So I like to garden a lot. And one of the things with gardening is pollination. Well, how do you get your fruits and veggies pollinated? Bees. So the next natural thing kind of came, I went searching for bee groups.
Olivia, thank you for trusting us with your story today. Your journey reminds us of the courage is not only found on the battlefield. Courage is also found in coming home, facing the wounds no one can see, asking for help, and choosing to keep moving forward. You have shown us that healing does not mean forgetting what happened. It means finding a new way to live, a new purpose, and a new reason to hope. Your story of service, sacrifice, motherhood, survival, and healing through Hives for Heroes is going to touch many lives. To everyone listening, I hope Olivia's story reminded you that the strongest people are not always the ones who never struggle. Sometimes they are the ones who continue to rise while carrying wounds the world cannot see. Many of us wear masks, we smile, we work, we care for others, we say I'm fine, while fighting battles inside. But today's conversation reminded us that we do not have to suffer in silence. Healing can begin when we feel safe enough to tell the truth, receive support, and allow others to walk beside us. I asked Olivia What would you say to another veteran who is struggling today? Olivia responded, if you're struggling, remember this. Every effort matters. Producing 1 pound of honey requires a colony to visit more than 2 million flowers and fly equivalent of twice around the globe. Each spoonful of honey reflects the tireless efforts of thousands of bees working together. No single bee creates the honey alone. Every bee contributes in its own way. This is a powerful reminder for veterans and for anyone facing life challenges. Healing, recovery, and personal growth rarely happens overnight. They are built through small, consistent steps taken one day at a time. Every counseling session, every act of self-care, every conversation with a trusted friend, and every decision to keep moving forward is another flower visit on the journey toward healing. Just as every bee has a purpose within the hive, every person has value and purpose. Even when progress feels slow, each effort matters. The combined effects of many small actions can lead to extraordinary results. To any veteran who may be struggling, to anyone who may be struggling, don't give up. Your journey may seem long, but every step forward has a meaning. You are stronger than you realize. Your story matters, and your perseverance is creating something beautiful. Just as 1,000 of bees create honey, 1 flower at a time, keep going. There's hope, there's purpose, and you're never alone. To everyone listening, thank you for joining us for another episode of Behind the Smile. Please share this episode with someone who may need encouragement, hope, or a reminder that they are not alone. Until next time, give yourself permission to breathe, permission to heal, permission to remove the mask 1 layer at a time. I'm your host, Dr. Yolanda Wise-Poullard. Take care of yourself, take care of one another, and remember, behind every mask, there's a story worth telling. If you enjoyed today's episode and love what we're building here at Behind the Smile, please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps us to reach more people who may need hope, encouragement, and a reminder that they're not alone. And remember, whatever you're facing today, keep smiling, keep believing, and keep moving forward. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. This is Dr. Yolanda Poullard, and this has been Behind the Smile.